All right, mounting a GoPro to a Shoei helmet. Uh, these helmets are a little bit different because of the visor. They've got these ridges on them, which is great for airflow into the vent. Very nice, but when you go to mount your GoPro, it just messes up the whole situation. So what I figured out to do was, you can see I ordered just an ass load of parts that I really didn't need, but the one I did need was the tripod mount. Now the tripod mount comes round, but I took it, just filed it down a little bit, got the shape I needed, and this bad boy fits just perfect. So your tripod mount, it's got a 1/4 inch 20 count thread bolt, which is different than your standard GoPro bolts that come with the kits. So just went to Lowe's, Office Depot, anywhere, and got me some 1/4 inch 20 count thread, nuts and bolts, and a couple washers too, to fit this. So went ahead, I've drilled my hole, and we're going to mount this bad boy up. But first I just want to show you a couple things that I actually stole from somebody else, but maybe you didn't see the video. On all these pieces you get, this little nut will come loose. You go to, put your stuff together, your buddy's waiting on you, and the nut falls out, rolls under the car beside you, and you're down on your hands and knees trying to get that son of a bitch back. So just take a little drop of glue, put around there, and glue that thing in. I did it to all these. Good to go. I'll probably never use them, but if I do, the nut's there too. So, and I did the same thing with the insides of these. They will come loose, but they won't now. A little bit of super glue. I used some airplane glue. Worked great. That'll work. Grip glue probably work. Anything will work. So you do that, let it dry. And before we mount this, I know the mounts work. They hold pretty good. I don't want to lose my GoPro, so I got this fishing leader. And what it is a wire leader, and it's 60-pound test. And if you undo the back of the GoPro case, these cases, the backs are interchangeable, so you can just pop this off at the hinge point, and once you have it off, you've got a little space to play with, and you can feed that fishing leader through there. Now this is what it looked like, kind of like this. Actually, it was this one. And you've got all these little bits on here that you don't need. An extra dangler, don't need it. So all you got to do, get them little boys, put it in your pliers, crunch it, they disappear, makes it good to go. I took some clines to cut this off. Now you can't cut the wire, you could, but you don't want to. You just want to cut this little piece off here. Pair of clines like these, even dull, do a real easy job. Clip that off. Clip this little center hanger off, and at the very end you do the same thing, and what you end up with is a hell of a good leash if something should ever go wrong. So I'll end up taking this, and once it's mounted, I'll feed that wire leader through here somewhere and mount it up, so I've got a little safety wire in case I take a header, hit a branch, something like that. This is what we're riding, and I have been known to take a header. So let's mount this puppy up. So you got your glue on your bits, you got your safety wire on your GoPro, you've got your tripod mount, and So we're going to move over to the bench and hook it all up. All right, part 2. Here we go. Now on the bolts, all the bolts, I'd be surprised if you found one that was perfect. The thread hole in this tripod mount is probably about only a 1/4 inch deep. It's not very deep at all. So you're probably going to have to cut down your bolt, whatever bolt you get. The way I did it, like this. This is actually a cut down bolt with a nut on it. So I put it in the vise, get the old hacksaw, cut the bolt, and then, because you've got a nut on there, you undo that nut and it'll retrain your threads so that you still end up with good smooth threads after the cut. So that's the way I did it. Here is a little piece of foam rubber I had. I'm going to mount that right here under the base. A little bit of shock absorption. Yeah. And then we'll have this bad boy up here like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little thread lock inside this. A little Loctite Blue 242, I think it is. I'm going to mount it up. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright, so we used our Loctite. Good to go there. Probably see it in the hole. So let's mount this puppy. So we're going to put our nut through, or excuse me, our bolt, like such. Add in our little buffer. Get this started. Like so. Sweet, sweet. Now on mine, it just happened to be that the bolts I got fit an 11mm wrench. So that works out for me. So I'm going to take my 11mm and just tighten this bad boy down. And then we'll go from there. Alright, so final product. And one other tip, you know, I'm new to GoPro, maybe you are too, but these latches here will also fail if you just use it to clasp down with. So what I was told is you can just about shut that clasp. Put your fingers here, not here, put them here, bring that in, and that front will fall just like that. And that's really the way you should close it in order not to bust this. So we've got our mount. That's really going to be good. That's going to be good. So let's see if we can get it set up. And like so. And that's going to be nice. That's going to be really nice. Got our leader. Gonna feed that thing in there. Feed it in there. And then, like I say, we'll just come up with easy clasp. No big deal there. And hook that up. So there's the product right there. And let's see what we got. All right. Let's put the camera in there and see how that works. Well, I'll just leave you there. Real quickly. Okay. Alright, probably going to hear a little rattle when I shake it. That's the leader. It's not tightened down yet. But let's see what we got. Man, I think it's going to see my hands, you know, kind of the front of the bike as I'm riding. So, hopefully we're seeing this, and good to go. Alright, well, I hope this helps somebody. Enjoy your GoPro, and enjoy your Honda. I know I do.